Hey guys, it's Jfree3 here coming at you with another video. Today's video we are going to go on how to be better playmakers slash running backs in Madden Ultimate Team Up. We're going to do this by breaking it into 3 phases and telling you guys a few tips and tricks that I've learned along the way to take your game to the next level. And I want to give a big shout out to my boy Saint Nick Jr. over on Twitch, providing his offense and his quarterback services. So y'all go check him out. He a dog. And let's get into this. Alright, so let's start off with phase 1, running the ball. The first tip for running the ball that I see a lot of people make the mistake of, and including myself, is holding the right trigger all the time. As soon as you get the handoff, you're holding the right trigger, trying to beat people to the edge and run for this 80-yard touchdown. Well, that's just not realistic, especially in team up, where there's just going to be players faster than you. So what you need to do is you need to hold off on holding down that right trigger, wait for your blocks to set up, wait for them to lead you to that open field and that daylight, and then hold that right trigger and burst through the hole and explode. The next tip that we're going to go into is do not predetermine where a run's going to take you. A lot of times you can see just because there's a green box that people are going to think that's an automatic first down, or I'm guaranteed to get yards. That is not true. Predetermined a run can actually hurt you because then you get tunnel vision and just decide that's the hole you're going to hit no matter what happens in the play. As you can see right here, this happens to me. I get tunnel vision. I think I want that hole on the left. I see the hole on the right open up and it's too late. The indecisiveness can hurt plays. The next tip is the right move at the right time can change the game. By this I mean each running back is very different, unique, and has their own skill set. So understanding what moves your running back is good at and what moves they are not good at can cause animations where the defender has no chance of doing anything to you, or you instantly break the tackle and can go off for extra yards. So understanding that bigger backs, their move is probably like a truck or a stiff arm, and smaller scat backs like Alvin Kamara here is a spin move or juke, just kind of breaking away from defenders. So you need to figure out what type of playstyle you want to work with. This next tip is the biggest one I have for you guys. It's using the left stick instead of always using the hurdle, the spin, the juke, the stiff arm. Learning how to use the left stick to swerve and dodge defenders while they're desperately switching on to the nearest defender to hit stick you or dive tackle you is going to change the game for you and for your offense. Understanding that you don't have to always use a move and that the swerving using the left stick is broken to your advantage is going to be a major key. To build off of that last point, users are not CPUs, meaning that you can't run them into blocks to set it up. You can't treat them like they're just going to run in a straight line and do what you know or think that they're going to do. They're going to do what they want to do and what they think is right, and it's really unpredictable. So you have to use your eyes, see how things are developing in front of you, and react accordingly instead of what you think is going to happen. This next tip will hopefully allow you to get more touches during the game. So this tip is regarding to your football IQ. Your football IQ and your situational awareness is a key factor in how many touches your quarterback allows you to have during a game. For example, on this 4th and 1 play, I could try and bounce it outside and get the home run play, but with that comes the potential of me not converting that 4th and 1. So you need to be able to understand that converting first downs, getting 1, 2, 3 yards, some carries is what your quarterback wants of you and what's best for the team. Fitting within your quarterback's design offense and what he wants to run will only help you get more carries and more touches throughout the game, because really, who doesn't want to make that game-winning play? The second phase is being a reliable receiver out of the backfield so your quarterback knows he can come to you. The first one is you have to read the defense too. Just because you're playing the running back and not quarterback doesn't mean you don't need to know what coverage they're in. You need to be able to see that. Another sub tip here is too many moves can equal a fumble. I know at running back you like to make all these highlight plays and flashy moves, but doing all that makes you more likely to actually fumble the ball. So be careful with the move. Always be ready for the ball is my next tip for you guys. Even when you're not the hot route, just assume that your quarterback will look to you for being the hot route, because a lot of teams and team up will abandon the flat so that they can send an extra blitzer. If you and your quarterback are able to communicate and identify this quickly, you'll be able to take advantage of it all game and make them pay for not playing the correct defense. When it comes to catching the ball, communication between a receiver and a running back with their quarterback is key. Scramble drill can be one of the hardest things to understand because every quarterback kind of likes it differently. The rule of thumb is if you're close, you take it deep, and if you're deep, you bring it in. And if you're a running back or someone close to him, you just want to, your biggest goal is to get in the quarterback's line of sight to give him possibility to get you the ball and make a play. I cannot stress this point enough, and I'm sure every quarterback that plays team up agrees with me. If you are running back or any receiver, run the route that you are assigned unless they tell you to run something else, because it is very confusing and very difficult to try and play with receivers when you don't know where they're going to end up being and how they can completely shift the route at the last second and get you picked off. So the third and final stage of being an elite running back is pass protection. A lot of people will just switch off of the running back and run one of the routes as a receiver, and that's fine if that's what you're comfortable with doing. But if you want to take your running back game to the next level, you need to learn how to pass protect. You can no longer hold the left trigger to stay in front of your quarterback. You need to move yourself and lightly flick the left stick in the direction you want to go. What I usually do is I will help out the tackles because there's so many elite pass rushers and online now that it's just the tackles are the ones who need the most help. But if you get a check release route, you need to check for the blitzers or free rushers. And if you see one, you need to go block them before you release out for your route, so your quarterback will have more time to make his decision and throws down the field. Alright guys, that's about it for the video. Remember, if you follow any of these tips, it will take your running back game to the next level in Madden Ultimate Team Up for Madden 20. If you guys liked the video, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Help the channel grow so we can make some more of these videos so I can help you guys become some real ballers. Catch you guys next time.